What is good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy King. We are back again today, guys. We're checking out common ground conversations, guys. Andrew Tate, love or hate. Let's check this out. Let's not waste any time, guys. Let's jump right into it. This is going to be conversation number 5. Let's check it out. Conversation 4 ended. It was nice, productive, on point, immaculate, just touching on correct things. And let's see, we've got a group of young ladies here. We're going to see, I think it's 2 young ladies.
And
But
to
let's see what
women
they have to say.
who's attracted to you. But if you don't have a strong masculine role model, like I would say,
have a strong female role model.
who do young lads look to as a strong masculine role model?
Well, I think if
Actually-
Andrew Tate as a kid,
You know what? I'm actually going to watch this one in conjunction with number 6 because it's obviously so short and I no need to make such a short video. So let's just jump right into it
I think
again.
they're going to be okay. I think
Well,
they're going to be fine.
I need you to answer my question.
Yeah,
right?
that's my answer.
What strong masculine role model can take his place?
So,
Who else is out there on social media who is capable of embodying his same message for young lads right now?
what about someone who is
Let's hear it.
influential in developing societal goods?
Give me
and
names. I
positive-
need a name.
Yep.
Do you see?
Yeah.
And I know that I'm kind of putting you on the spot here,
Yeah.
but this is part of the concern is
Yeah.
just because Tate might disappear doesn't mean that young boys yearning
Yeah.
for a strong father figure that
Yeah.
might be missing in their life
Yeah.
disappears.
Yeah.
Do you think that
Ooh.
always been a
Put
necessity
them on the spot.
for young boys to have a male role
A
model on social
necessity.
media?
A necessity. Because people don't understand the rates at which divorce is happening, the rate at which, there are single mother households. People don't understand the rate at which there are no male role models for young men in society. So it has become even more critical that there is someone out there who spreads a positive message so that men can have something to look up to, someone to say, okay, if I want to be, respected and be, a credible man in society, this is what I need to be like. There needs to be that. There needs to be.
Strong masculine role model.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
I would say that where boys find that masculine role model has changed. One of the places they now find it is social media. So I would
Yeah.
say, as an example with myself, I wouldn't say I had a strong masculine role model when I was growing up. And one of the places I found it was through social media platforms like YouTube, not really TikTok, but like Instagram and Facebook, was connecting with people who were able to call out of me my masculine potential. And if those people weren't there, I think I would be worse off. So I guess my
I think
concern
that's
is the
your
same
pers-
thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's your
I think
perspective.
it's really an
I think
individual.
it's very,
yeah.
very individual, and your situation
But I'm saying
is great for you.
I would all of the boys who look up to him
Yeah.
for that strong masculine presence, they're going to share the same yearning for a strong masculine figure.
My only
Oh, here we go.
be,
Here we go.
If boys and males are looking for strong figures in their lives, is to look broadly.
Masculine figures. Yeah.
Broadly.
Yeah.
Not just social media, be broad
Fair enough.
and be real.
Fair enough. Hey, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I
Nice
appreciate
meeting
it.
you.
Freya,
That was
love you.
productive.
Andrew Tate, love or hate. You said hate.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we
What
go.
makes you-
Oh, you can tell what this is gonna be already. If you've seen some of Sneeko's content, Sneeko, you know what this is gonna be about. We absolutely know already the kind of talking points these people are gonna have. And let's hear it. This is misogynist, he's this and that. Okay, cool, bro. Let's hear it.
Hate.
He's just a sexist, misogynistic.
Oh! It's like it writes itself. Like you can tell from just the way people are dressing it. Like it's, oh my gosh. Have we unlocked the next level of sneakoism? Oh no. You can actually just tell from what they're dressed like. Oh, what's about to come out their mouth? Woo, this is crazy.
Not really respectful of women. It's
This
just a dumb
is
guy.
crazy. Wow.
Dumb reasons.
Wow. Yo,
Every,
this is
the definition
crazy.
of a bad
Can you give me a specific thing that he said or done that you would label as misogynistic and maybe one that you would label as transphobic?
This whole existence. This has all
Everything.
Oh,
Like this
oh,
one video where he's just like,
It's
yeah,
crazy,
got
isn't
the
it?
woman,
It's
put
crazy.
it down, sex now. It's just like, oh my god, I
I've seen
remember that
too.
one.
Yeah,
but
I think he was making a joke. I think it's taken out of context, but also, even if it was a joke and it was taken out of context, maybe it's
not
not
a
what
good
you want
one.
young
It's not
people
tasteful.
seeing.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you think he said or done that you would point to and said this is misogynistic?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't remember what he said because I just block him out of my memories. But I mean, do you know the guy Daz, the YouTuber?
Oh wow, the
Wow.
guy who's been
You
exposed.
should. He did a video about him, and it made a lot of good points. And he literally turned so many like men around and be like, yeah,
Wow.
he's a bad guy. And then all the men were like, oh, you right. But they never listened to women, which really sucked.
But you okay?
But
Yeah,
I'm just saying that he had good points. I just
Yeah.
don't remember
Wow,
what he said. But I
wow.
just remember him
Cap.
saying that like he's the alpha male, and he's just like, oh yeah, women are like worthless or something.
You definitely didn't say that.
Probably
He
did
didn't say
say
that.
that. So
No.
that's a good
definitely didn't say that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think there are some things that
No, stop
he
lying,
said
bro.
that
Stop
taken
capping
out
on
of
his
context
name,
are
bro.
Very questionable. Some things even with context are very questionable. But are there any parts of what he's
Yeah,
saying
bro, this is
as part of
crazy.
his message that
This
are
wokeism,
good, or-
virtue
why,
signaling
why,
stuff,
why do you
bro.
think so many young lads
beyond
Be a
me.
part of
particular-
sex trafficking
It's
anyway.
beyond
he
me.
is
just
a
does
Oh
it.
my
Yeah,
gosh!
he's
You
all
see, look at this.
behind
He
it.
doesn't care
Same
about women.
talking
Hold on,
points
hold
like
on.
What makes you
Decline,
say
Mr.
that he's a
Ethan
sex
Decline.
trafficker?
Because he
I've
said
heard that
he has
he
charges
he
for
said
it.
he was
Yeah,
charged
well,
for over
so-
a
Wow.
baby.
My understanding is he hasn't been convicted of any sex trafficking charges yet. He does run a webcam business,
Yes.
and
Webcam
that's
Yeah.
now. I just want to point out that that's very different to sex trafficking. I'm not saying that running a webcam business is a moral thing to do,
Okay.
right? But it's different from sex
Yeah,
trafficking.
you
So
can't, bro.
I just want to
The
be fair to
wokeness,
Tate
bro,
in that
is
respect.
crazy, bro.
But
So
I do not associate.
If a woman went around, dated men, only used them to say, yes, I'm going to date you,
They do
ship
that.
you over to wherever he lives, because he meets them online, ships them over to wherever he is, and says, you're now doing webcamming. I didn't care about you at all.
Where are you
Go on to
getting
the
this
next
from?
woman.
Where
Then
are you getting this from?
Women would be bad.
yeah, if it's
Where you getting
and
this
I get what you mean. Like we can ask ourselves if the roles were flipped and it was a female. doing
Where
it,
is
would we
this
be
getting
okay
this
with it?
from?
I think that's a good thought experiment to see whether we have any biases.
This information has
I
no
think
basis
if
in
people
truth.
are consenting to working in his business.
Consenting, yes, it would be fine.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah, and
consent with
I
it.
think we can still say, but like I don't think it's the most moral way to make money, and that's my my personal opinion. But if
Oh
someone's
my
doing
gosh,
it
bro.
and it's consensual, then I think each to their own. So
Yeah, if
I
it's
guess I just want to put my finger on there's if he hasn't been convicted of sex trafficking and he runs a webcam business, we can talk about the morals of the webcam business, but it's just very different to saying he's a sex trafficker. So is
Facts.
there anything else that you think, or something you can put your finger on as to why, in particular, young men are really attracted to? Or
Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see. Let's hear it.
Yeah, he's a
got
rich
money
guy,
doing
that
nothing.
rich
Let's hear
basic
it.
guy, bold hair. That's everything.
It's like a literal thumb.
He does, or a well-shaped testicle.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's actually brilliant, man.
Have you seen the way he walks too?
Oh my god, it's so pretty.
So,
It's, oh my god.
So the money side, I
Who
think,
are you to
one
shame
of
when
the-
you just walk?
one of the more productive parts of his messaging that I
Oh,
I
Lee,
respect
man.
and
Oh,
appreciate
Lee.
and
This is
understand
wild.
why
This is
young
wild.
men also look up to him for it is that it
This
is
is wild.
virtuous, or it's a virtue. It's something a young lad should strive for to become wealthy and to be ambitious, to be disciplined, to work hard, to make something of yourself.
You can do it without putting other people down though.
Yeah.
I agree. And so I guess that's why I'm trying to put my finger on certain parts where, say for example, you said that he was transphobic. What is it about that he said that, like a specific, that we could potentially find common ground on? Because I'm not aware of stuff that he said that is transphobic. So
Yeah, don't make up some stuff now.
Specific quote, but
Don't make up some stuff now.
Anything
Thank
else? Any other reasons why? Like, have you interacted with young lads who love Andrew Tate, and if so, why?
Thank God I did. I had a friend who followed him, and I was like, man, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
So
Yo,
as well.
stop. Yo, you can't
Great
make this
segue.
up.
Great segue. So, what do you think about him being cancelled off Facebook and Instagram?
he
What?
should be.
That should
He
be.
should be. He should be. He should be. Wow. Wow. If the shoe was on the other foot, I tell you now, no, it shouldn't be. It's the hubris of human beings is actually crazy. Time is a great teacher. You will learn great lessons, my
It's
friend.
a platform that feeds off of hate.
And it's just influencing so many young men, and they would just like, they would grow up into just being horrible and treating women with so much disrespect. It's like we're going back
He
in
never
time.
says. I don't think he ever says specifically, don't hate women and
Yeah.
don't treat women badly. He just says, yeah, women should be in their place and
Yeah.
women should do this stuff.
I'm also not sure that he's said that. Like, is there something in particular that you can point to, again, that he said with regard to women have to do this and men have to do this? Because I know I'm aware of some of his content that's been taken out of context to paint him saying women should be cleaners and cookers and men should be out working. And he's publicly said, hey, that isn't what I believe. It's been taken out of context. And I guess he's developing an awareness around, you have to be very careful about what you say, otherwise it's going to be taken out of context.
Wow, the silence is just
Now, where we'll
dumbfounding,
diverge a
bro.
little
They
bit
don't
is
say anything.
I don't think he should be censored the way he has been on Facebook and Instagram, but that's okay. It's okay for us to have a disagreement. If that is the case, right? Let's say we are playing the censorship game. If you say things that Facebook and Instagram
Yep.
don't agree with,
Yeah,
then you're taken off the platform.
yeah.
And it's because of what he's saying about women. Anyone who says similarly dangerous things, I want to put dangerous in
100%.
inverted
Let's
commas here,
flip it.
about men, do you think that they should be taken off the platform?
Yep.
Well, it goes back to women are still counted as women.
Wow.
Why?
Wow, here we go. The truth comes out. The truth comes
They
out.
still don't have enough rights.
Exactly.
They still
What
don't
are you
get
talking
paid.
about,
What's
bro?
a right that they're not afforded that men aren't?
Go on.
Well, if you look at America,
Go on.
Abortion thing in like, I don't even know what state.
birth control as a whole,
They're just getting rid of contraceptives and everything.
yeah.
In America.
And
In
as soon
America.
as America
Yo, this
So
is
is it
crazy, bro.
because, in your eyes, I just want to understand your position, is
This
it
is crazy.
because females, in your eyes, don't have equal rights to men,
yes.
that if women say equally toxic things about men, that it's kosher because
It's not
they're not.
good. It's not.
Oh, wow.
Shouldn't be preached. Shouldn't be a good thing.
Yeah,
But it's
Be
still.
encouraged.
It's still
But it can stay. It
nothing-
can stay. It can stay.
For the
This
next,
is
50, 100 years, nothing's gonna be.
this is the problem. This is directly the problem. Is you cannot preach a world of equality and peace if you allow anyone to be subjugated. It does not work. It does not make any sense because the people who you think should be, oh, we can still talk bad about these people. Eventually, when those people gain power, they're gonna be like, oh, remember the time when? And then you guys are screwed. Oh my gosh, it's just a vicious cycle. And for you to say that, the answer should just be no. No, they shouldn't say it. They should get banned as well. Boom. If you're gonna ban people for saying terrible stuff, it should be always ban them for saying terrible stuff. Always ban, 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 ban. And if it's free speech, it's free speech always. But
not going
this
to
is
be the
crazy.
same.
This is
So,
crazy.
okay, if there is a public figure with as much clout as Tate, who's a female, who says the same things about males, you wouldn't see it as fit for Facebook and Insta to deplatform?
Yeah, deplatform them.
Oh, you would be for them to deplatform?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Firstly, spreading
Make it-
hate.
make it
There's
sense.
no
Make it
place
make sense.
anywhere for
Thank
people
you.
to spread hate.
I guess where it becomes difficult is what counts as hate.
There we go.
Yeah, it become, ladies, do you want to come this way? I just want to make sure you don't cop a skateboard. Sorry. What I want to finish with is where it gets difficult is what counts as hate and what doesn't. Right? So it's like the question around hate speech.
Anything that
Question,
isn't productive and doesn't help anyone is hate.
But like, yeah, I think it's a dangerous route to go down because what if I say, right, if I express a particular belief and it offends you,
If
what's
it
to stop?
offends me, it doesn't matter. But if it goes against someone's rights, yes.
What?
You say I don't like
Yeah.
green. My favorite color is green. That. Oh my
That's,
god,
Me
that's
too.
just your
Olive.
opinion.
Yeah, but I guess there's a point at which your rights become someone else's responsibilities. So the ever expanding realm of your rights eventually is going to start impinging upon my rights. And so we need to have conversations around where do your rights kind of butt heads with mine and where do we draw the line around what is yours to do with your freedom and what is mine to do with my freedom. I guess just the concern I want to put my finger on is if we say there is such a thing as hate speech and we are willing to silence people for that hate speech, who decides what is hate speech? And how do we stop it from just being you're in power and you get to decide what I can and can't say?
the person who is getting
Woo! Yo, this guy is
hated
preaching, bro.
upon, their community and their people should decide whether
Preaching.
it's hate or not, and the majority of people should be able to decide whether they agree or not.
Okay, interesting. So I want to just leave. I know that you have to go. I want to just leave with one question, and I see the trans or the pride flag here. I've been accused of being a transphobic, and I definitely wouldn't consider myself a transphobic, but I know there are some people who would claim that I am. And something that we've been trying to do is ask some of the trickier gender-related questions, right? And I know that some people think that a woman is a biological adult female, and some people believe that a woman is whoever identifies as woman, and apply the same thing to a man. Now, if there's someone who says that a woman is a biological adult female,
Facts.
and someone, let's say for example,
Description.
the trans community were to say that is against us, or we take offense to that, again, I want to put my finger on who decides whether that is hate speech or not. And my main
Facts.
concern is...
Facts,
I'm not sure
yo,
what I
this
said
is
just before
asking
would
the
be-
tough questions.
At least I'm not sure I would be okay with
Hands
that
on
being
hip,
the
ain't saying
definition
nothing,
of
bruh.
Hate speech kind of relies on that group saying, well, we don't agree with you and therefore it's hate speech. Do you see what I mean?
Well,
Well,
I'm trans, and you're
Well.
not. And if someone
Well,
said
there you
something
go.
transphobic, it would be my opinion or not. It would be my...
Yeah, because you're trans.
I'm
so
the
you have
one
more
that
of an
says
opinion.
if it is or isn't hate speech, because it doesn't affect you. So if it's affecting me, then yes, and then we would put it up to the majority of trans people, see if they agree or not.
Why trans people and why not the general public?
Because
It
the
doesn't
general-
affect them.
They don't have experience with it.
Wow.
So let's say that, if you don't mind me asking, what are your preferred pronouns?
He, him.
He, him. If I were to say, now this is a hypothetical, yeah? If I were to say I'm not going to use your preferred pronouns because I don't believe that you are a man, I guess my concern is would you consider that hate speech?
That is hate speech.
So
Yeah, that's a lack of respect.
then
That's
do you
not
think
hate
that
speech.
people who
That's a lack of
express that
respect.
belief should be censored?
That's a lack of
I
respect.
mean,
That's not
yeah,
hate
if,
speech.
if they're like influencing other people about it and being
Yeah,
like,
they're teaching people that it's
Yeah.
okay to disrespect trans people and the trans
There
community.
you go. That's
yeah, and it just
disrespectful. That's the
spreads
key.
more, like, just hate it.
It's not
Then
hate
aren't
speech.
you
but it's
also
disrespect.
teaching people that if people don't agree with your particular belief set,
It's not a belief.
It's just the facts.
how is it not a belief?
It's just it's trans. It's just what you feel like. And if someone doesn't,
But that's what you
accept
feel
that, it's
like.
just
Yeah, but if someone
it's the
feels differently,
wrong
then-
reason. Like I don't know. Like
If someone
I don't-
feels
look,
differently, this is the problem. You can say it's just what you feel like, but if someone feels differently, then it's what they feel like. So let's not play this. It's what I feel like, because there's no objectivity. Because if that's the way they feel, there is no objectivity in that. So there's no way to have solid ground in a statement which is fundamentally subjective. So to sit there and say, it's what they feel like. Well, yes, it is. But if someone else feels different, then it's how they feel like, and it's equally valid. So let's not say some people's feelings are more valid than others. Like it doesn't make any sense. Nonsensical, please.
related to religion. It's just like what does religion have to
And if you want to talk about it, hit me up in the DMs. We can have a complete discussion. Because it's what it feels like.
do with being trans? Like it just
Yeah, but
It's
I
a-
guess
it's a wild-
we also say that we are supportive of people subscribing to their own religions, right? So I guess it gets tricky, is what I'm trying to say. It gets tricky deciding who gets to decide what is hate speech and what is not hate speech, and how do we avoid that degenerating into some kind of tyranny where a certain group of people are saying what you can and cannot say, and they can't express their beliefs.
At the end of the day, there is nothing. There is absolutely no one that can definitively,
there's just no definitive answer.
because you can't even say, oh yeah, the police or the law systems, because they're unjust anyway.
Yeah.
So there is no one besides the community.
So let's just get on with it.
I
Let's
was
just
going
get
to
on
say
with
I agree
life.
with you until you said that last bit. So where we find common ground, I do think that I don't think anyone should have the power to decide. It just leads to the potential for them deciding what can and cannot be said, and my concern is that degenerates into a type of authoritarianism. Yeah, but hey, I really appreciate you taking the time to kind of unpack this, and I think I know that we kind of went off the topic of Andrew
Yeah, I
Tate,
was gonna
but I'm just
say.
really interested in this type of conversation.
Love to meet you guys.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Because I think that, like, the way we've conducted ourselves in this conversation, it's not, hey man, thanks. It's rare, especially with like trans-related issues. If people
This is
have
tough. This is tough.
disagreements, I think it's really
Nah, this has
important
been
that
good,
we
man. This has been a
hash
watch.
them
This has
out
been a good
and
watch.
try and understand. Okay, if this is what you believe and this is what you believe, why, and then let's see if we can come to the middle. Really appreciate your time. Mesdames et messieurs, that is a wrap for today's
That
episode.
was good. Honestly, that was some good convo, man. I enjoyed watching it. It was very productive in some cases not very productive. And by looking at people's clothes, we could guess what they were about to say, which is phenomenal. You know, who would have thought? But guys, if you haven't checked out the other parts, check out obviously conversation 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously if you're here, you already checked out 5 and 6. So don't forget to leave a comment on what you thought about the conversation, what you thought, what you think about this whole thing about, hate speech and when it infringes on other people's rights, and who is the delineating factor, who is the person who gives the final stamp on this is what it is, this is hate speech or this is not. It's tough, guys. It's tough. It is very sensitive ground to be walking on these days, and it's gonna just get even more messy, in my opinion. But I guess we'll see how the world progresses, and from then on, we'll move accordingly, I guess. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe, guys. And as I always say, guys, don't forget, spread love, not WarCraft. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.